Okay, today we'll start with our assignment. And let me just check. Maureen, you sent all of yours in, right?
Barbara, I didn't send any because I had a bad weekend. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I didn't get
Um,
yours. Don't
and,
worry, Maureen will help you.
and
'Cause she
I
had,
didn't stress out.
Maureen, did you have all yours right? Or you missed one?
I had missed two, but we correct them.
Yeah, you corrected them. Okay. All right. So, Mercedes, read the first one and tell me what you think the answer is.
Let's see how you solve this one.
Yes, number one.
Oh, what
That
is
ain't
that?
the right one, Miss Barbara.
Hmm?
That ain't the right one.
One. What is not the right one?
The one that you sent for me, baby was doing it. You mean once that we was to send back in to you, right?
Now
Me
remember,
not,
Maureen, you were doing the college prep and the GED. So we're looking at the GED now. This is not the right GED.
I don't know. The right GED is 5 to the power 4 multiplied by 5. And let's call it the negative 2. And then it's 8 to the power 3 divided by 4 to the power 2. And then you got elevate 10 to the power 7 and elevate minus 15 to the power 0.
I
Are
don't
you?
have.
What date are you looking at, Maureen?
March the 6th. Them is the ones I sent you. Them is the ones I had that you sent it late.
March the 6th.
Yeah. That we
Mercedes,
call
do you have your March 6th?
I'm checking. Hold on. I'm checking. Just give me a minute, miss, please.
Because this is what I had as
uh,
March 6th.
the college one is 16 greater than 14.
Yeah, well, let's not get into college. But you said practice versus work March 6th is something different.
Yep.
But what you say, I don't have what she's saying.
What do you have, Mercedes?
I'm trying to find it. Just a minute, please. Um. Oh, let's see. March to March. Okay, let's see.
Let's see. Do a new share.
6. Let me
Oh,
give you this.
does yours look like this, Maureen?
Yeah.
That's the chat. That's the chat. It's different.
Oh, that's
Uh,
the one we did before.
Yeah, that's the chat. We'll get to that one, but let's go back. Because it was two assignments. One was to test the chat, and the other was your regular. This one is
uh,
the one that we did first.
um,
And
you,
I think you did that one. Let me just check here.
I think
no, I
we
didn't
did.
do that.
No, already. Already.
Yeah, I think Maureen did that one. Let me look at it. I recorded, let's see, March 6th.
Let me see.
Okay. Let me look here where I recorded it.
Okay, this is a note.
Because I put the grades down. So I want to see.
I didn't get that.
Okay, let's see. Maureen GED. Well, I'm gonna have the one here. I don't think you did. Well, I don't have a grade on here for you, Maureen. So maybe you didn't do that.
I didn't get that.
You didn't get that?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's go through it. Because I have your grade
I
for the
was I
first one,
surprised when I see
23rd.
something there. I didn't get that.
Okay.
I checked my emails too, and I got it.
Oh, I thought I sent this to you. But anyway, let's just go through it.
I got this one.
You got it, right?
But I didn't get it.
I didn't
If
get
you
it.
got it, because I sent them the same time, Maureen.
No.
I
Somehow
didn't.
you may I sent it along with the session.
I check all of mine.
You know, when I set the session, I set the homework, you know, the assignment. So Mercedes, you have this, right?
Yes, miss, but I didn't get the time to do it because I had a problem on the
Yeah,
weekend.
no, I just want to make sure you have it. That's not a
Yeah.
problem. But Maureen, I don't know how you missed it because I sent to everybody at the same time. I put everybody's email on the message that I sent email. Okay, but okay, let's go back.
Let's see.
Mercedes, read this one and tell me what your answer is.
This one say, how do you, that's what you say?
Yes, how do you
How
solve?
do you solve, um, in the bracket, you have 2x to the fifth power
Mhm.
times 6x to the fourth power.
Okay, so what would your answer be?
When you multiply, you see, when you multiply, so the answer would be,
I know sit, but it marked the third from my phone.
You see it, right, Maureen?
Yeah, March the 2nd.
March 2nd.
Yeah.
but if
Well,
it
I
touches you,
think
if
that
it
was the
touches you
chat.
somehow.
I think that was the chat.
No, I know it opened it. It marked here March the 2nd, number 3. And I got it here. But you got here March the 2nd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry,
All
not my
right.
fault.
Okay, so
Um, the answer is D, miss.
what's the answer, Mercedes?
D.
Very good. Answer D, because you have what coefficients of 2 and 6, and then you have powers or exponents of 5 and 4. So what do you do when you have coefficients and you multiplying? You multiply the coefficients and you add the exponents. Maureen, you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, answer D. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, so Maureen, let's go to number 2. Okay. Number 2, Maureen. Read that one, tell me the answer.
How do you solve 2x to the power A and 3x?
No, 20.
20 x to the power A and 3x to minus -3.
That's right.
Okay.
What operation is that? What operation
Okay.
is this right here? What mathematical operation? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. What is it, Maureen?
Division.
That's right. Perfect. That's division. So what's the rule when you have coefficients and you're doing division? What do?
You subtract the exponents. You divide the coefficients and subtract the exponents.
Very good. That's answer what?
B.
Answer B. That's it. Very good. So that's good. You remember the rules. Answer B. Okay. Now, the next one applies to the rule what? This is another division
A division.
raised to a power. Now, I didn't go over this one with you, but I think based on the multiplication one, you would be able to figure it out. Because with multiplication, we apply the power to each multiplier, and then we can then evaluate it and get our answer. So if it's division, we still apply the power to both the numerator and the denominator. Now, if that's true, then Maureen, what would be the answer for number 3?
Okay.
Remember, I say you apply the power, this exponent, to both the numerator and the denominator. So
So
what would your answer?
what the power is 8 or 5?
No, two, you have to apply this
You
third
got
power
two,
to both
you
the
got,
2 and the 5. So what would be
oh,
your answer?
that's the third power.
That's right. That's 2 over 5 to the third power. So what would be your answer?
I would say B.
But 5 is raised to what power in B?
The second.
But where did you get the second from?
Oh,
That's a
that,
3.
that 3. Oh, so is A. Okay, let's see.
What's 2? Well, let me make this bigger. Okay, because maybe it's not big enough. Okay, let me make it bigger. Okay, let me make this bigger. And I think it'll help you. Okay, now here we go. Move that over. That clearer now? Maureen?
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is put this. So it's all together. Now, move that over. Is that better, Maureen?
Okay.
And that, oh, the third didn't move with it. This is to the third power.
The third.
That didn't move because that was a copy into it. So that didn't move. But this is to the third power. 2
Okay.
over 5 to the third. So what would be your answer? A, B, C,
A.
or D?
A.
You said A?
Uh-huh.
No, but where are you getting the 2 from? Remember, that's a 3.
Oh.
This is raised to the third power. This is like, let me just put it
So
there.
Miss Barbara, the
Just-
third apply to the 5 also?
Well, remember I said applies to the numerator and the denominator.
Yeah,
So
okay.
let me just put it like
Okay.
this. Okay. So it's all on the same line. So 2 over 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to raise that to the third power. So let me
Yeah.
put 3 there. Okay. And I'll make it bigger. So that means you will be raising both the numerator and the denominator to the third power. So let's
Okay.
just make that bigger. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
so just to simplify this, let me do this.
Flip it.
Now, so this becomes, and I'll just write it, 2 and to the third power. And that would be divided by,
Well, that would be 125 over 8.
think about what you just said, Maureen. And this would be to the third power. So let's put this 3 here. Okay. Now, what's 2 to the third power, Maureen? 2 raised to the third power.
8.
8. So that would be 8, right? What's 5 to the third power?
125.
That's it. So what's your answer?
D.
D. That's right.
Oh.
You had it reversed, right? But
Yeah.
remember, your 2 is in the numerator. So
Yeah.
answer D. Mercedes, are you okay with that?
Yes, yes, yes. I was looking at it.
Yeah, you got it. It's numerator over denominator. So the 2 is the numerator. So to the third power, 2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2. That's 2 times 2, 4 times 2 is 8, right? And then 5 to the third is 5 times 5 is what? 25 times 5 is 125. So your answer is D. Questions?
No.
Okay, so when you have a power on a quotient, and quotient means division, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just raise both the numerator and the denominator to the same power.
Power.
Got it?
Mhm.
Okay. Now let's go to number 4. Put this all on one.
And the answer will stop right there, Miss Barbara.
That's it. D.
Okay.
Answer D. Because notice now, Maureen was giving me these first answers, but the powers are wrong here.
Yes,
Yes.
Because
yeah.
it's got to be 2 to the 3rd over 5 to the 3rd. And
Yep.
B, A and B doesn't show 2 to the 3rd over 5 to the 3rd. So be careful with your exponents, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's take number 4. Let me make that bigger. It's clearer. Okay. Now this one, what rule is this, Mercedes?
This one.
What rule is this? We went over this last time.
Multiply.
What do you call this
Mhm.
rule?
Multiplication?
No. What do you call the rule? Multiplication is what you do, Maureen.
Oh,
That's the operation. But the rule is power to a power,
yeah.
Oh.
right? Power to a power. A power inside the parentheses and a power outside. So, Mercedes, how do you solve that?
A power to a power.
Power to a
Okay.
power.
Okay. When it's a power to a power, you're going to
Maureen said what you do.
you're going to say 3.
Say what?
Oh, okay, okay. I forgot that you're gonna go down the bottom. The answer is A.
Well, 3 to the 3rd raised to the 2nd. What is that equal to? Following the rule, because Maureen said it, she said you multiply
Okay.
power times the power. So what is that equal to, Mercedes?
Power to the power. We
So
had
when you
it.
multiply the exponents, what do you get? What's your answer here?
Okay, that would be 2 times the 3.
That's true. So what's my answer?
That would be 6.
Okay, but the whole answer, you can't throw away the 3, the base.
Okay.
Oh, the answer would be. Mm.
What would be the
Okay.
what
Okay.
would be the answer, Mercedes?
1 sec. The answer would be 3 to 6 power.
Multiply.
The answer would be C, miss.
Okay, no, just tell me the answer right here. 3 to the 3rd raised to the 2nd power. That would be 3 to the what?
That would be 3 to the 6 power.
That's it. That's what I wanted to hear you say. So that would be 3 to the 6th power. All right. And then when you put that in your calculator, multiply it out, 3 times itself 6 times, you don't have to do that. You could really put it in the calculator. And
Yes.
that's equal to what, Mercedes?
729.
729. So your answer is C, right?
Yes.
Answer C. Questions? This is power to a power rule. And all you do is multiply the powers.
Well, and then you use the answer of the power to do the 3.
Well, once you get 3 to the 6 and you don't see 3 to the 6 as one of your answers, then you expand this and you get 729. And that's answer C.
Okay.
Questions?
No, thank you, miss.
No questions. Okay. Now here's another power to a power, just like number 5 is just like number 4. Maureen, what's the answer?
Okay, let me see.
10 to the minus 3 to the minus 21. Make that a little bigger because maybe you can't see the minus.
10 to the minus 3.
Okay. To the minus 7. So what's the answer, Maureen?
Yeah. 10 to 10,
Same, this is just like the one we just did. Multiply the exponent. So what's the answer?
that is 7 by 3 is 21.
So what's the answer? Minus times minus gives what?
A plus
Yes. So what is your answer?
21.
Well, the whole answer.
Oh,
Give me the base.
base is 10.
That's right. Very good. And then the exponent,
It's 21.
21. Okay, very good. So let's put out 21. And it's plus because like signs multiply to give you plus. Okay. So that's 10 to the plus 21. And the plus is the default. So you don't have to really put a plus there. Okay. And make it a little bigger. Okay. So that's your answer. 10 to the 21.
So Miss, if we see another one like that, that's exactly how we should do it, right?
Yeah, well, it's the same rule we applied to the number 4. Power to a power, we multiply the powers.
Yeah.
And the
And
difference is the first, this one had plus plus, this one had minus minus.
Okay.
But it's still a multiplication. Just use your sign rules, like signs
okay.
multiply to give you plus, like Maureen said, 21. Minus 7 times minus 3 gives you a plus 21.
So because minus minus equal plus, you just put the plus with the 21.
That's correct, because the same rules for division holds for multiplication.
Yeah.
Like signs multiply to give you plus.
Yeah. Another question. What if say you get a multiple choice and you see 10 for the answer, you see 10 to the plus 21 and 10 to 21. Which one would we choose?
You wouldn't be given a multiple choice like that because they're equal.
Okay, great.
Remember, the default is plus.
Okay.
So you wouldn't have a multiple choice with the 2 answers unless you were told there could be 2 answers.
Okay.
Right? Because 10 to the 21 is equal to 10 to the
10 to
plus
the
21.
okay. All right.
Equivalence.
Yes.
It's like the plus is the default. So when it's plus, you don't have to put a sign. But if it's negative, you should put a sign. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Questions? And actually, number 6 is the same as the other 2. It's still a power to a power. So I'll say these. If that's the case, let me just make this bigger. I want you to tell me the answer to number 6.
I'm not even sure I can do number 6.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, number 6.
I'm just gonna get an answer, Miss Barbara, because I'm not sure I can do number 6.
Well, it's a power to a power, except you have you have two variables added, but it's still, remember, this is x plus y to the 1/2 power. So that's the power within the brackets, right? The reason you have brackets because you have parentheses for x plus y. And then you have the power outside is 4. So apply the same rule, and what do you get for your answer?
Power to a power.
Tell me your answer.
Okay, my answer is D.
Are you getting D?
Oh boy, because I'm looking at I can't guess.
No. What the power 1/2, that exponent applies to x plus y. and then you have a power outside. So it's the
Okay.
same rule. You multiply the exponents. So what would be your answer once you multiply the exponents? What's 4 times 1/2?
4.
4 times 1/2, Mercedes.
Okay, 4 times 1 of that would be 4.
What's half of 4?
2.
So 4 times 1/2 is what?
2.
So what's your answer?
Oh, my answer is A.
That's right. Very good.
I'm
X
looking at I can't
plus.
describe
You're
it.
making a simple problem difficult,
Yeah,
right?
because the office there, Mr. Salah kind of, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's all it is. It's just like 6 is really just like 5 and 4, except you have two variables added within a parenthesis. But the power exponent is outside of that expression. And then you
So,
have the power that's outside of that. So it's a power to a power.
so all you
So
need to say half of 4, miss.
yes, that's it. 4 times 1/2. 4 times 1/2 is 2. And what did you apply it to? The x plus y. That's your answer. Hey,
Oh
so
boy.
answer A. Maureen, you okay?
Yeah,
Did you get that one right?
yeah.
Okay. So all of 4, 5, and 6 were all power to a power, except they were in different formats. Like one has plus, one has minus. This one had an expression that was the sum of 2 variables, but it's the same rule. You follow?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this half thing, miss. Suppose there was a quarter there instead of a half. How would you do that?
You mean 1/4 was here?
Yeah.
What's
Yes.
4 times 1/4?
Quarter.
4 times 1/4? No.
One. No.
Okay.
4 times.
Let me write what you just said. Let me just put this here. You said suppose it was 1/4. So let me just put that there. Okay. We don't need that. Okay, so I'll make this a 4. What's 4 times 1/4? Mercedes?
4 times 1/4. 4 times. Oh, that would be 1 all.
Yeah, that would just be 1. So what would be your answer?
1.
So what would be your answer? Can't throw away the x plus y.
Oh, it would be x plus y to the 1 power.
That's right, and that's the
Or
default, so you don't have to put it. So that would be x plus y. That would be your answer.
yeah, because you don't need to have to put the 1 there.
That's it. That's the default.
So
And we could put it there. It wouldn't be wrong to put it there, but you don't have to. But if you
okay.
did put it there, you'd have to put parentheses to show that it applies to that sum, and then we just put our 1. Okay?
You call number 6 again. You said 4 to the oh, you say it again.
Ask your question again.
Yes, oh, you say it again to do the original one, 6.
Oh,
Uh,
the original is a power to a
oh, you,
power.
oh, you know, oh, you name it again. Say it again, please.
Power to a power. That's the
No,
rule.
no, not that. You says 4.
Power to a power, you multiply the exponents. So up here, I multiply 4 times 1/2, and I got
Oh
2.
yeah, okay. You
So
said
that's
4
how my
times
answer,
1/2.
x plus y to the second. You asked me, what if this was 1/4? So then I put the 1/4 as the inside power, but same rule. Outside power multiplied by inside power, and you get x plus y to the 1, and that's the same as x plus y. All right, so if I put this here, and this would probably be given as the answer, just x plus y. Because the default is 1. Okay.
You say you say 4 to the half power. So I want to understand how you call it again. You're saying it.
You call them what?
When you're doing it, oh, you call it again. It says,
If I multiply 4 times 1/2, I get a 2.
okay,
So
that's what I
that's
want you to
x
say. Four
plus
times
y
one.
to the second power.
Yeah, that's what I want you to say. 4 times 1 half.
4 times 1/2 is 2. Half of 4 is 2. So now my x plus y that's here in the parentheses become x plus y to the second power. Is that clear, Mercedes?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, becomes x plus y to the second power, because that's what I get from multiplying 4 times 1/2. Half of 4 is 2, right?
Yes.
But if you ask me about the 1/4, if I put the 1/4 here, then 1/4 of 4 is 1. So now my power is 1, or default. I don't have to put it there. Got it?
Okay.
Is it clear now?
So when you say 4 times of 1 half, you
You
get
get 2. But 4 times 1/4, you get 1. It's like 1/4 of $4 is $1, right?
Yes.
Okay. 1/2 of $4 is what?
1 half of $4
Mm-hmm.
is 2.
2. That's why I have a 2 here. 1/2
Okay.
of 4 is 2. Sometimes if things look a little difficult and you're
Because I
dealing
see
with
the half, I
4s or
thought
half,
that's it.
go to money and it's clearer.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah, just make your $4 money. See, if I take half of $4, give it to somebody, what am I giving them? $2. So my exponent here is 2. But if I had $4 and I gave somebody just 1/4 of it, so 25% of it, I'm giving them $1.
Okay.
Got it?
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? That was the
No.
assignment. Okay. Now let's look at the chat quiz. Mercedes, you sent me that, but I think you only had one of them right, but I think you can probably get them all right. Let's go through them now. Okay.
Let me look for
Maureen, you sent me yours, and I think you missed what? One?
I have missed 2, but I corrected when you went on to me with the chat.
Okay. Okay. So this was the chat quiz, and I just wanted to give you practice of sending me something via chat. But anyway, I want to go through them anyway, because they really are exponent rules. This is a multiplication. What do we do with the exponents when we multiply, Maureen? What do you do with the exponents?
The side trap.
Multiplication?
You had
Multiplication, Maureen, you get those mixed up?
No.
What do you do with the exponents when you multiply? Same base? What do you do with the powers?
Divide.
No. Remember, multiplication, you add, division, you subtract. So if you multiply an exponent, same base, you add the exponents. If you dividing exponents, same base, you subtract the exponents. The multiplication comes in when you have a power to a power, one we just went over, right? So since this is add, Maureen, what would that be equal to? 5 to the what power?
6 power.
That's a -2. So you have 5 to the 4th, right? And you adding, so this would be plus
2.
a -2.
Oh, yeah.
So what would that be equal to, Maureen? What would be 5 to the 4th plus a -2 equal to? What would be the power?
5 to 2.
That's it. Very good. 5 to the second power. And that would be answer was.
B.
Answer B. Mercedes, did you get that?
I don't know what I did with my paper.
If you sent me yours, and I think you
Yeah,
had
I did it. I know I did
one
it.
of them correct. I didn't send it back to you because I knew we'd go over it in class. So this would be 5 to the second. So let me just put that here. And so that would be answer B. Questions? Number 1.
I don't know what I did with my paper, miss. It's okay.
Let's,
Follow
let's
you.
just, let's see if I have the old paper here. I knew I checked it. And I said, well, we would go over it in class. Okay, chat. Yeah, you had C. Here's your results. You had C. You had a -2.
Oh, so mine is wrong.
Yes, you had C. Because when you add a +1 or -2, you subtract, and you have more positive than negative, so your answer would be +2 from 4, and then you have a 2 as the answer, not a minus.
Okay. So
If you had more minus than plus, then your answer would be minus. Okay. Subtract, that's number 1. Then apply the sign of the one that's the biggest, and that's the 4. That's why it's a +2. But the easiest way is just remember the one that you have more of. You have more positive 4 than you do negative minus. So your result will be a plus. I'll say these, you okay with that?
yes, yes,
You
yes.
had,
Understood.
okay. Now, number 2, you had correct. I'll say these.
This
What's the
answer,
answer?
sorry, miss, what's the answer for this number 1?
B, 5 to the second. Maureen said
Okay.
5 to the second. And that's B. What about number 2, you had correct. I'll say these. What's the answer?
D.
You had, what was your answer?
D, I think.
D, that's correct.
Yeah.
Maureen, do you know how she got D?
Yeah, I know. I do. I had
Oh,
D
you
for mine
did that.
too.
You did
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Because this was one where you had to evaluate each one.
Yeah, because when they say when the base is different, yeah.
You know, Mercedes, when we evaluate, you always get them right, but then the ones that's actually simpler, you don't get.
I don't know why. What
I
that
don't know
happened.
why, because this one where the base and the powers are different, so you
Different,
got to
yeah.
evaluate each one, right?
Yeah.
You know why I made the error? I forgot that 4 is a bigger number, so you don't put nothing there.
Yeah,
I keep
yeah.
asking.
I think it's your signs, though. A lot of this is not
And I
really
actually
applying the right
remember
signs.
the signs, you know. I don't know why I make this error.
Yeah, well, this is the signs, that's basic, right?
Yes.
And number 3, Maureen, did you have that one right?
Can I scroll up number 2? Yeah, thank you.
Maureen, did you have that one?
Yeah, I had A for my answer.
Okay, you had A. Now, Mercedes, you had B.
What? B.
Okay, Maureen, tell Mercedes how you got the right answer.
I multiplied 2 times, which is 9.
You multiply what?
3 to the power 2 is 9, right? 3 threes is 9.
This is 3 to the -2.
Yeah.
Now, this is power to a power. Maureen.
Yeah.
So a -2 times a -1 gives you what?
Give a -2.
-2 times a -1, Maureen. Like signs,
Plus
plus. So what would be the power?
3.
2 times 1?
2.
2. That's right.
Yeah.
Power of the exponent will be 2.
Right.
Let's put that 2 there. And what's 3 to the second power, Maureen?
9.
9. 3 times 3, and that's equal to 9. You follow that, Mercedes?
Yes. I was just thinking.
Power
I,
to a power.
I think differently. That's why.
Oh, she had B. I figured out how she had B.
She had she had B,
Mhm.
1
I
over
look
9.
I look at nine first and then I just go to B. I don't know why. Because I'm looking at the one that says, oh, three trees is 9 and the one is there.
Well, this is just like the ones we've been doing. Power to a power. Power inside parentheses. Power outside. You multiply. Like signs give you plus, -2 times -1 gives you a +2. And 3 to the second is 3 times 3, and that's equal to 9. 3 to the second. Let's put the other step in there. That's equal to 3 times 3, and that's equal to 9. Answer A. Right? Let's say these
Yes.
questions.
No, Miss Barbara, thank you.
Okay. Right. Let's just make that bigger. Okay, now let's go to number 4. Number 4. Now this is scientific notation, actually. 10 to the 7th is the same as 1 times 10 to the 7th, right? So you don't see the coefficient, but that's what it is. 10 to the 7th, so let me just put it here. That's equal to, that's the same as 1 times 10 to the 7th, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so if it's 1 times 10 to the, if the exponent is positive, that means we've got a number that has multiples of 10,
Mhm.
right? So Mercedes, what would be the answer?
Oh boy. I'm doubtful with this one. The answer one. Okay. The answer would be B.
Answer would be B. That's right. Be the 10,000, 10 million actually. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So that's answer B. Because if you move the decimal point to the left, you'll have a positive power, right? So you have 3, 6, 7 zeros. Decimal point right here. So that would be the answer. Questions?
No, Miss. I got that wrong, Miss.
You had number 4, you had 70. You multiplied 10 by 7. I don't know why.
Oh boy. I know that I'm looking straight at it. I tell you, maybe I want to sleep when I did this one. I'm looking
Yeah,
straight at it and I see the answer. I just
you,
counted count them and I said,
but
oh,
you put D, and I said, boy, that's the last thing I thought she would put.
I
I
told you
just
I
threw that in because it's the case. Well, I mean, multiply 10 by 7, that gives me 70, but that's not what you do with scientific notation. The exponent represents the number of places, the number of actual digits within the number. Okay, and 3, 6, 7. Number 5, Maureen. What's the answer?
B.
What, say it again, Mercedes. I'm sorry.
B. B as in
B as
boy.
in boy.
Yeah.
-15 to the 0 power is equal to B. Any number to the 0 power is 1.
Mhm.
Mercedes, you had A.
A.
You had -1. I don't know
It's
why.
supposed to be one. Because I know that zero is. I tell them who want to sleep when I was doing this thing.
I don't know.
Because I know it's
But
one.
any number to the zero power, whether it's negative, positive, whatever, is or
Those two,
variable
this
is
one
one,
and
the number
zero.
one, not a minus one.
Oh,
Question?
I said I know those answers and
The
those no.
only way you would have gotten a minus one if you had a minus outside, like if you had a minus in front of this parenthesis, inside you would have got, you'd have minus 15 to the zero, that's one. And if you had a minus in front of that, then it would be a minus one, but you didn't. The minus is within the parenthesis and the whole thing is raised to the zero power. Got it?
I think the 0 power is 1. I know that.
That's it. I know we've been saying that any number or variable or combination of numbers, variables, whether it's plus or minus, is equal to one. That's the zero rule of exponents. So don't forget that. It's one. Whether it's plus or minus, numbers, variables, combinations, equal to one. That's the zero rule. Okay, now let's go to, I think we're going to practice some scientific notation. Let me do a new share. Go back to our slides here. Now, I bring this up all the time because I want you to remember these rules so you can go back over them. Power of a quotient is not here, but power of a quotient is just like power of product, except you're applying it to each factor in the numerator, the factor in the numerator and the denominator. Okay. Now, let's do some scientific notation. This is practice. Okay, Maureen, what's the answer to this one? Tell me what to write. We want to write this number in scientific notation. So what would it be?
Okay.
Numbers less than one, so we know our power will be negative, right?
Mhm.
So tell me what to write.
Let's see.
Where would you move your decimal point? Right here. Where would you move it?
Between the 0 and the 6.
No. Remember that base, it's got to be 1 or greater. So that would be 0.6. So that's no good. So give you another chance. Where would we move the decimal point?
Okay. Behind the 0,
What zero?
the first 0.
No, then you got 0.006. Remember, each scientific notation expression has
Okay.
a coefficient, base always 10, and the exponent. But the coefficient has got to be 1 or greater and less than 10. So where would you move it? 1 or greater and less than 10. So if you put it here, then it's not 1, it's less than 1. Put it here, it's less than 1. Where would
So you put it in front of the 6.
That's it. You put it right here. So
Oh.
you move your decimal point. So let's just do that. So you're going to move your decimal point from here to here.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, what would be the answer then, Marie? It'll be 6 times 10. And what would be the exponent? How many places you moved it?
5.
5. So plus or minus?
A minus.
That's it. Very good. It'll be a minus. Whenever you're moving from left to right, your decimal point is negative. So this is 6 times 10 to the minus 5. Let me write it down here. So it's not okay. 6 times 10 to the minus 5. That's your answer. Mercedes, you okay? You're on mute.
Sorry.
Is that what you got, Mercedes?
No, I wasn't concentrating on it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh yes, that would be the answer.
Okay.
Because you're gonna move to the right
You
for
move to the right, exponent is negative. The number of places you move the decimal point. So we know it's negative, and we moved it 5 places. Right?
yes.
Questions? Okay, let's go to our next one. Okay, Mercedes, tell me this one. What would be the answer in scientific notation? Where would you move your decimal point? Number 1, where would you move your decimal point?
Okay, I will put my decimal point between, hold on, between 5 and 4.
Very good. You'd put it between the 5 and the 4. So that means then, okay, decimal point is here, and we're putting it here. So what would be the answer?
The answer would be 5.4 times 10 to the 6th power.
5.4. Okay, that's the coefficient times the base 10. And how many places did you move it?
We move it 6th power, 10 to the 6th
Okay,
power.
10 to the 6. If you move to the left, your exponent will be plus. Questions? That's what you got, Maureen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go to our next one. Okay, now we want to go from exponent, from scientific notation to standard. Okay. Now, 3.3 times 10 to the minus 3. Now, will the number that you get in standard notation be greater than 1 or less than 1, Maureen?
Okay, let's see. Less than.
If your exponent is negative, what does that tell you about your number? Is it greater than 1 or less than 1? Well,
Less than 1.
that's it. It's less than 1 because you got a minus, right? So you've got the 3.3, and we want to move it. We want to move our decimal point which way? Left or right?
Okay. Left or
There's your decimal point right here between the
I see.
3 and the 3. Where do we want to move it? To the left or to the right?
To the left.
To the left. That's right. So tell me what the right.
I don't even know which is left.
Okay, so I have 0.
Which is left?
What? Left is going from here to here.
Oh.
So how many zeros would I have? 10
1
to the
0.
minus 1 0?
0. Point.
That would
0.
be 10 to the minus 2. But this is 10 to the minus 3. So that means since you got one place here, you're going to have 2 zeros.
2 zeros.
Okay, so it's going to be two
2
zeros.
zeros.
All right. And then what?
33.
That's it. Very good. 33. Because when you go from this decimal point to here, you're moving it 3 places, right? And that's what you have up there, 3.3 times 10 to the minus 3. Questions?
So all you need to do is according to the amount the
The,
10 to the third power.
exponent, yeah.
Yeah. You just start with a 0.
Well, this is 10 to the minus 3, right? So you know you've got to have 3 places, but you already have 1 here. So that means you're going to put 2 zeros to make up the 3. And like Maureen
Okay,
said, move to
because
the
you're
left, because if it's a negative exponent, your number is a number less than 1. See, this number is less than 1. So you put the 3 and the 3, and then 2 zeros, because this is minus 3, and you've got already 1 place here, so that's 2 zeros. So when you move it to here, that's 3 places. 1, 2, 3.
okay.
Got it? Okay, let's do another standard. Okay, Mercedes, what would this be? Now, 5.2 times 10 to the third, we have a positive power on our base 10. So we know our number is 1 or greater. So that means your decimal point is moved to the right or the left. Mercedes.
To the left?
No,
No.
the left is going to give you something less than 1. To the right will give you something greater than 1. And if it's a positive power, your number has to be 1 or greater. So what would be your answer? Tell me what to write.
5, 2.
Okay, 5, 2, and what else?
Point.
What?
Okay, 3, 0.
1, 2, you said 3, right? Now,
Okay, stop.
if
Take out take out the last 0.
yes, because this is 5.2 times 10 to the fourth, right?
Yeah, I
So
just realized
so
that
so you
1
don't
is
need
0.
this 0. You got too many zeros. Right?
Excuse me, no.
This 0 comes out. You don't need that. So it'd be 5, 2, 0, 0. And when you move the decimal point from here behind this last 0 between the 5 and the 2, you get 5.2 times 10 to the third. But think of it this way, 10 to the third is what number, Mercedes? When you multiply 10 times 10 times 10, what do you get?
I feel like 300? No.
No, 10 times 10 times 10 is equal to what, Mercedes?
Is it 10 to the third power?
Well, what is that equal to?
1,000.
1,000. 10 to the third is equal to 1,000. And what's 5.2 times 1,000?
5.2 times
Times 1,000. What's that equal to?
5.2 times the 10,000. 10 to the
Five.
third power is 10,000.
No, what is this equal to as a number? 5.2 times 1,000 equal what?
Times 1,000?
It's equal to what?
Did you say times 1,000?
Yeah, 5.2 times 1,000.
Okay.
What is that equal to?
Okay, the same answer, 5,200.
Yeah, that's right.
5022.
Yeah, 5,200.
Oh,
Right?
that's
That's
the
what you get. 10 to the third is 1,000. 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. 10 times 10 is 100 times another 10 is 1,000. 5.2 times that 1,000 is 5,200. So you know it's not 52,000, it's 5,200. Got it?
That was correct. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how easier to find out if your answer is correct.
Yep. All right. Now I want to do, before we go to that, I want to do some more practice on this. Okay. So this is still scientific notation practice. Okay. Now, I want to give you a number to write. Maureen, I want you to convert this to scientific notation. Okay, Maureen, what is that equal to in scientific notation?
Okay, let's see.
Where would you put the decimal point? What would be the power?
The power will be 6.
What would be the coefficient? Once you move the decimal point, the number in front of the base 10, what would that be?
So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So your decimal point is here. Where are you moving it? Between what two digits?
Then the decimal point is between the 8.
The decimal point is right here. So where would you move it?
One, two. Let's see.
Where would you move the decimal point? It's right here. Tell me, where would you move it? Between what two digits?
Between the 8 and the 9.
That's it, between the 8 and the 9. Because now you've got something that's less than a 10. You can't be greater than 10, you can't be less than 1. So that becomes 8.91.
1.
And now base is always 10. And since you're moving it to the right, you know it's a negative. So what's the exponent, Maureen?
5.
That's right, because you moved it 5 places, so that would be a -5. Right? To the right, negative. Mercedes, you all right? Mercedes, are you there? You're on mute.
Oh yes, sorry. I'm talking
Are
with
you okay with that, with Maureen's answer?
That's a question. I was a bit doubtful. Oh, oh no, no, I know it's a -5 because you moved to the right.
You moved you moved to the right,
So
okay?
negative
And
and
so
to the
you know exponent is negative, the number of places you moved it, and Maureen moved it 5 places. You just counted. The 4 zeros and the 8 make up 5 places, right?
if the answer if it was 89, you still put the point between the 9 and the 8 and the 9, miss.
If it were what?
If the number was 89, would you put the nine
It will
the
still be
point?
between the 8 and the 9. It'd just
That's
be
what I'm asking.
8.9 times 10 to the -5.
Yeah, sometimes I ask, maybe see the question to just make sure
Yeah,
I'm getting
yeah,
it right.
yeah. It will still be the same exponent, except the decimal will be between the 8 and the 9. Okay, Mercedes, do this one. Get this one. Okay, 0
Try.
point 0 0, 2, 5. What is that equal to?
0025.
Where would you move the decimal point? What would be the power? What would be the
I will
exponent?
remove the decimal point between 2 and 5.
Okay, there we go. 2 and
2
5,
5.
right? So you're moving it to the right between the 2 and the 5. Okay, the base is always 10. What's the exponent?
Exponent, exponent would be 3.
Plus or
-3.
minus -3. That's right, -3. Because you moved it 1, 2, 3. Just count.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, suppose you had 8.565 times 10 to the -3. What's that equal to, Mercedes?
If we have 0.5,
What would that be equal to?
okay, that will be equal to negative. Okay, it will be equal to 0 0
0 what? Well, this is a place of the 0. So then what would I write?
We have 3 zeros.
You said 3.
No, it's not 3 zeros, it's 8.565.
No, but
Look again.
no, you gotta write 0 first. Then write the 8.
How many zeros?
3 zeros.
You said 3 zeros? Okay, so I put 3 and
So
8,
wait, put 2 0 after
5,
that.
6, 5.
Okay, stop there. Then you put no. I'm gonna be wrong.
What's the answer? That number is 8.565 times 10 to the -4. Because from here you move 4 places, right? See, you
But
move
you have
4 because from here that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So what would be
yes.
the answer,
But
Melcy?
you have I'm looking at the 10 to the -3 power.
Yes.
So I think
So
one of my
that's
zeros wrong.
well,
'Cause I'm
what you gave me is 8.565 times 10 to the -4. So you gave me too many zeros, right?
that's what I'm saying. Remove one of the zero.
Yeah, got to take a 0 away.
Yeah, that's
So
what
it'll
I'm
be
saying is
0.000
I said no, 1 0 is wrong.
8.565. Because if I move from here to between the 8 and 5, that's 3 places, right? 1, 2, 3. Got it?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Questions?
Just the 1 0 too much.
Okay. Any questions on scientific notation?
No,
No
Miss, I think I'm
questions.
getting this one. The negative one, I'm getting it, Miss. That was my problem, really.
Yeah,
Every time I see it, I said, "Oh Lord, what to do next?"
yeah. Because
When
you should be
I
able to
started,
translate from the standard to scientific and from scientific to standard. See, this is standard to scientific, and this last one is scientific notation to standard. Any questions?
Oh, Mr.
Any
Practice is good.
questions on scientific notation?
So to go to negative, you move to the right and positive to the left.
Yes, your negative, your decimal point is to the left
Yeah.
for negative exponents, because you got to move this way and put zero, so your number is less than one. But if you had, let
Okay.
me just put another one here. One with going to the standard, this great, this bigger, this multiples of 10. Okay. Right. So let me just put another one here. This notation. Okay. Now I want you to, okay. Okay, let me give you this one. You have 3. Okay, put a number here. Okay, this is 3. Okay, 3.225 times 10 to the 4th power. Okay, Mercedes, what would that be in standard notation?
Standard. Okay, that would be okay.
If that's
3.
scientific notation, I want you to convert this to standard. What would that be?
Okay, it would be 3, 2, 5, and 4 zeros. No,
You
3
said
zeros.
1, 2, 3, 4. You said 4 zeros, right? Now, that number, if you
Stop it.
convert that to
Stop.
standard, go ahead.
I was saying stop. Don't put 4 0, put 3.
Put what?
3 0.
3 zeros? Then you got 10 to the 5th.
Oh yeah. If I put 3 0,
Yes,
okay. I
it would
didn't
be
realize.
3.25 times 10 to the 5th. Well, right now, that's 3.25 times 10 to the 6th.
So it's 2 0 then. So the oh yeah. Take off 2 of the 0. No, I got it. Because the point is between 2 and 3. 2 is there already, so you put 2 more, you get 4 places.
Yeah, well, see, you've got 25, you got 2 there, so you only need
Yeah,
2
I
zeros.
always forgot to look at where the point is.
Okay,
Oh,
so
please.
that number would be 3, 2,
2,
5.
5,
How many zeros, Mercedes?
0. 2 zeros.
1, 2. Right, because if it's here and you move it 4 places, it'd be between the 3 and the 2. So it's
You'll get more.
32,500. So it won't be this one. Right?
Yeah, I forgot that the once you see the point between 3 and 2, you still have 2 figures on the right.
Yeah,
So
you
you add
still,
2 more
yeah,
zero, make it
that's
4.
it. See, 10 to the 4th, you already have the 2 5s, so you just need 2 zeros.
Yeah.
And
So good when
that's,
you can,
what's 10 to the 4th? 10 to the 4th is 10,000. 3.25 times 10,000 is 32,500.
so it's good when you can correct yourself, Miss Barbara, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's
I
good
can
when you
just
see
correct
your
myself.
error. Well, once you write it down and you say, oh, when I move my decimal,
Yes. You
that's
start
going to
to
be to the
write it, that is,
6th.
oh,
Hmm. Yeah. when you see that 4 zeros, you say, when I move my decimal point here, that for this first one you gave me, that's going to be 3.25 times 10 to the 6th power. Ah, that's too much. But think of the 10 to the 4th. Remember, we said 10 to the 3rd was 1,000. 10 to the 4th is 10,000. 3.25 times 10,000 is 32,500. It's
Okay.
another way you know that,
Yeah.
that's not quite right. Okay?
So
Questions?
that is moving back to a standard.
Yes, that's 3.25 times 10, 4, and we converted that to the standard. Okay, this is to standard notation. That's the way we normally see numbers, standard notation. No questions on the scientific notation, either converting to scientific or converting to standard. Any questions? Maureen, you okay?
Yeah.
No, Miss.
All
Okay.
right.
I just want to do practice.
Mercedes? Well, the nice thing, Mercedes, is when you write it down and you see it's wrong, you know it's wrong. So
Yes.
then you just correct it.
As soon as I start to write it, I say, oh, no, no, no.
Yeah, because when you wrote that first one down, you said, that's like 6. And the power here was 4. So I've got 2 extra zeros. So take those 2 zeros out and you have your right number, right?
That's right. Thank you.
Any questions? Okay, so that was scientific notation and power of a product. Are you clear with top power of a product? Or you think you need to do more practice?
You could do another one, Miss, just for
All right, let me do another
doing
power of a product. Now that means you have what? Okay, a product in the parentheses and a power outside. So examples would be like, okay, let's just put 2B let's see, 2B times 3B. Okay. That's the product raised to the 3rd power. So we have the power of a product. So what do we say about the rule for power of a product? Anyone want to say the rules? Maureen, you want to state the rule?
What it say? Exponents apply to each component in the product.
That's right. Exponent applies to each component in the product. That means you're going to raise the 2B to the 3rd and the 3B to the 3rd, right? So I want you to do that and tell me the answer.
all a minute, please.
Question?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
What did Darwin says?
Maureen,
What
say
did
it again.
What did Maureen say? Sorry. You apply the 3rd power to each of the product in the
Each
parentheses.
component in the product. So a product multiplication. So you're having 2B multiplied by 3B. So that means you're going to have 2B to the 3rd times 3B to the 3rd. I want you to do that and tell me your answer. That's what I want you to do right now. Do that one and tell me what answer you get. So remember, you've got to apply that 3rd power to both products, to the 2B to the 3rd times 3B to the 3rd.
3B.
And I want you to give me the final answer.
Okay.
Excuse me a minute. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I can hear Miss Barbara.
She's talking to the phone.
Oh, you here now?
I'm telling her that we can hear. She didn't mute. Or maybe she can't mute.
Okay, all right. Thank you. A couple of minutes. I've got to go pick up medication for my daughter in the lobby.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody do the first step?
Yes, miss.
Does anybody have an answer?
I'm not sure if I'm right.
What is your answer, Miss Lady?
My answer is 5b to the 216 power.
Your answer is 5B.
Yeah.
How are you getting 5B?
Because I add the 2 and the 3 together.
That's not an add, that's a multiplication.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I get one as 8B. I get one as 9B. I know if I'm right.
No, Maureen.
No.
3B to the third.
The third power.
Yeah.
Third power, not 2 power.
Oh, 3.
That's a
Yeah.
Oh.
3, Maureen.
Oh, 27.
So what's the final answer?
6b to the 216 power.
What is it?
6b to the 216 power. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just telling you what I did. I multiplied 2 and 3.
Yeah, it's 35.
How you
What?
get 35?
3 to the 3 power is 27.
Mm-hmm.
So excuse me a minute.
Oh, I think I know what she did. She add the exponent.
No. Okay, be right there. Thank you.
Okay.
Let me just put this here, then I gotta go back.
Okay, go ahead, come back.
Yeah, I want to put this here because I want you to. Okay, 2B.
Maureen, you add the exponent, right?
So you're gonna apply the power each one. Okay, so when you do that, tell me your final answer. I'll be back. Try to pick up the medicine. Hold on.
Okay. You get it, Mercedes?
I got the 2 to the 8 power and b, sorry, 2b to the 8 power and 3b to the 27 power. You got
That
that
way,
already?
that way got too bad. I know what else to do.
So
So
what I do, I multiply the base 2, 3, 6. First I had them, she says no, it's multiplication. Then I multiply 27 by 8, and I get 216. Let's see what she says. Oh, she write them out like that first. But I already done it.
No, the product is to add or multiply.
Oh, yeah.
Product means product.
When the base are different, you add the same number to the two base. Then you
They multiply, subtract.
4, 4, 16. I think my answer is right. I'm not sure.
Exponents apply the power of products.
So what I do, I have to get
Apply
the answer.
to each component in the
Oh,
product.
power of a product. That's the answer to the multiplication. Exponent applies to each component
The
in the product. So I multiply 8 times 27. That's the only way I see out. I don't think it's subtraction. Power to power exponent applies to each factor likely to distributing. So you put 3 to each of them. 2b to the third power times 3b to the third power.
327,
Equal
248.
Equal to 2b to the 8th power and times 3b to the 27th power. So now we get that answer. You got to
Okay, does anybody have the answer? I'm back.
oh, I have an answer, but I'm doubtful.
Okay.
What did you get for 2b to the third, Mercedes?
2b to the third,
Mhm.
I got 8. 2b to the 8th power.
You got what?
She said to the 8th power, to the 8b, she said.
What did you get?
Say 8b.
Mercedes, what did you get here?
For this one, 2b to the third power,
Yes.
I got, hold on, I got 2b to the 8th power.
Where are you getting the 8 power from?
Hold on, let me see if I make it wrong in the thing. 8, 2b to the third power. Oh, 2b to the third power is 8.
What's your whole answer here? 2b to the third power.
The final answer you're saying?
For 2b to the third power, what does that give you?
2b to the 8th power. Because I multiply 2 3 times.
So 2 3 times is what?
8.
So what's your answer then for 2b to the third?
2b to the third. I have to combine with the next one. 3b.
No, forget that now. We're talking just 2b to the third. Tell me what that's equal to.
2b to the third equal to 2b to the 8th power.
Where are you getting the 8 power from?
Because the exponent multiply 2 3 times.
But where are you getting the 8 from, Mercedes?
8. 2 to the third power is 8. Let me do it again without the thing.
But 2 is a coefficient. So 2 to the third power is what?
2 to the third power.
6.
I got 8.
It's 8. And what's b to the third power?
27.
No, b to the third power is just b to the third power.
Really?
Well, if you apply the 3 to the 2 coefficient, you get 8. And then you apply 3 to the b, you get b to the third. Correct?
Oh, I'm confused, miss. I don't get that part.
Maureen, do you
Okay,
see
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Explain to Mercedes how we got 8b to the third.
Oh, are you saying I should
Wait,
change
just a
the 2
minute,
to be
Mercedes.
8?
Wait, Mercedes. Listen to Maureen. Maureen, explain to Mercedes how we got 8b to the third.
Because we multiply 3 by 2b and we get 8 to the b to the third power.
Well, tell her how you got it, Maureen.
Miss, I know
Wait,
she
just a
got it.
minute. Wait a minute, Mercedes.
Okay.
Maureen, explain how.
I can't explain it, but I know.
No. You
I
apply
experiment.
you apply the third power to the 2.
Oh, yeah.
That's 2 times 2 times 2, and that's 8, right?
Yeah.
And apply the third power to the b, that's
Okay.
b to the third.
Sure, yeah.
Mercedes,
Oh,
is
I
that
see.
clear?
So you're saying, let me get it straight. When I multiply the power, I just change the 2 to 8. I
No,
got
no,
8
no,
to the
no, no,
third
no, no,
power
no.
to the B.
2 to the third is 2 times 2 times 2. Remember,
Yes.
powers
Yes,
are
I didn't know that.
multiplications, right? So
Yes.
2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. It doesn't give you 8 power, it gives you 8 coefficient. You were
Oh,
saying
that's the
8
missing.
power.
That's what I'm saying. The application or I place it is wrong. I should have
That's
put the
correct.
8
The 8
beside the
is for the
B.
coefficient, not for the power.
No, I got it.
You got it?
Okay,
And
because
then
after,
b
yeah.
is b to the third power.
So the answer for 2b to the third power would be 8b to the third power.
Right, now go to your 3b to the third, Mercedes. What's that equal to?
Okay, that would equal to 27b to the third power.
That's it. Very good. 3 times 3 times 3, and that's 27. 27b to the third power. Now, when you multiply that out, right, what do you get?
Mhm.
Okay.
It's all to the third power, so it's 8 times 27.
So
216.
That's it,
would be,
216. So that'll be
yeah.
216 b to the third power. That's your answer.
I made a mistake. It's just the play where to I put it the wrong places.
Yeah, you gotta know the difference in coefficients and just the variable. So you have a coefficient of 2, you raise to the third power, and you have a variable of b, you raise to the third power. Over here, you have a coefficient of 3, you raise to the third power, 3 times 3 times 3, and then b to the third power. Now you can just multiply these coefficients because they have the same variable in power. Okay. Questions?
Then I just put them in the wrong places. I had
Yeah,
them at the
you got to realize what is the coefficient, what is the power. Okay, and you
No,
can't
I
interchange them like Mercedes. You were saying to the 8th power. You can't interchange coefficients with the exponents.
no, I understand the exponent and the coefficient, but it's just doing this now. I'm placing them in the wrong places, placing the answer in the wrong places. Can you do another one, Miss Barbara? See if I kick this.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's do another one. Power of a product. All right. Applies to each component. Let's do it. Okay. All right. This is 3 a to the second, b to the second. Okay. And I want to, let's see, times 2a to the second, b to the second, and this is all raised to the second power. So do that one and
That's a
tell me your
double up.
answer.
What's a double up, miss?
That's a product, and I'm raising it to a power. The product is within the brackets. This is product. 3a to the second, b to the second times, that's what a product is, right? Multiplication, times 2a to the second, b to the second, all raised to the second power. So that power applies to each one of those products. So I want you to solve that one and tell me what you get is your final answer. So apply that power to each one of those products, the 3a to the second, b to the second, and the 2a to the second, b to the second. So you're going to apply that exponent to both components within the brackets. The 3a to the second, b to the second, and the 2a to the second, b to the second. Let me just write that out. Anybody got an answer?
I did something, so I'm doubtful.
You have a final answer?
Yes, sir, but I'm so doubtful. I'm sure I'm right.
What's your final answer?
I have answer for two sides. Oh, I have 18a to the second power and 16a to the second power.
No, I just want one answer.
One answer. Oh Lord, I forgot this part of it. So,
So you're gonna multiply,
oh, I forgot this part. Wait.
you're gonna apply the powers, and then you're gonna multiply. So what will be the final answer? Maureen, you have it?
All right. I tried. So let's see.
Maureen, you have a final answer?
No, not yet.
I have 288b to the second power. I can't be wrong. I'm not
You
sure.
have what?
288b to the second power.
No.
Oh no, that means I'm doing the product wrong.
Remember, Mercedes, you gotta apply this exponent to the 3, the a to the second, and the b to the second. You've got to apply this exponent 2 to the 2, to the a to the second, and then to the b to the second. Then multiply the result. Apply it to the coefficients and apply it to the variables. Apply the exponent to the coefficients and apply it to the variables. Maureen, what did you get to for this first one? When you raise this to the second power, what did you get? Tell me.
3a to the power.
3a to the second, b to the second, raised to the second power. What did you get for this first?
The first one I get 9a to the second power.
You got 9
A
A to the second power.
No, you got to apply that power to each one. So that would be to the 4th,
Oh, I see.
right? You have to apply this exponent to both the
Oh, I see.
the
Okay.
coefficient that you did that here, and also to the variables. So that's 2 times 2 is 4. So what
9a.
would B be, Maureen?
4b to the second
Maureen,
power.
what would B power be? What
Huh?
power do I put on the B right here?
There.
Right here.
4.
That's it. Very good. So you got this one. Now tell me what you got for the next one.
Oh, I
Okay.
got all
You
of
get
them.
Maureen.
4a.
Okay, 2 times 2 is 4. Very good. 4. So what about the A?
To the power 4.
That's it. And B? Maureen? B? What's the power right here?
4.
That's it. And now multiply the coefficients. What's your answer, Maureen? Multiply the coefficients. 9 times 4.
9 times 4 is 32.
9 times 4 is what?
36.
36. So the answer is 36. A to the 4th, B to the 4th. Mercedes, where did you go wrong?
As usual, putting the application in the wrong place. Like I'm getting the 4s, and I'm putting like 4b the second power.
No, you can't make those exponents coefficients. You apply the exponent to everything within the parentheses. So 3 times 3 is 9. 8 to the second, to the second,
Yeah.
2 times 2 is 4. B to the second, 2 times 2 is 4. Over here, 2 to the second is 4. A to the second, apply the 2, 2 times 2 is 4. And B to the second, apply the 2, 2 times 2 is 4. Now, you just multiply the coefficients. 9 times 4 is 36, and your variables are just A to the 4, B to the 4.
What? Hold it right there. Wait.
What's wrong, Mercedes?
So miss my mistake again, miss. I go back and I did. I get in the 4, but I'm putting 4. I sort of mix up and getting the answer but put in the wrong places. I misunderstood that.
No, Mercedes, did you get this answer right here? I mean, you know that apply the 2, the power on each product. Did you get this right here? Did you apply the exponent on each product? Did you have this? Is your second step.
But I'm putting. Yeah, yes.
You had
I
this as your
understand.
second step. This
Second
right here.
step,
Okay, now
let me see.
you apply the power to everything within the
No, I
parentheses.
put it
So
wrong.
apply it to the exponent and apply it to each variable. Same thing here. Apply the exponent to the coefficient and to each variable. Did you do that? Mercedes?
No, I apply, but I got a 9, miss.
So you got the
What
9.
I had was 9A, and I put, yes,
Yeah, but then you've got to take the
and I
A
got,
to the second and apply the power. So that's how you got the A to the 4th.
yeah, I didn't get that part, put it the wrong place. I get 4, but I put it the wrong
Well,
place.
you know, we've been
I put
doing
it beside the
power
B.
within a power. So you have A to the second raised to the second power. And what do? Multiply the powers. Same thing we did before. Okay. And then 2 times
Oh,
2
I
is
know
4.
what I did, miss. I did,
What did you do, Mercedes?
miss, you know what I did, miss?
What?
I didn't put the 2 outside the power of, we have 3A to
Right.
the
You
second
didn't
power
put the
and B
2
to the
here?
same power. Right, I didn't. Yeah, I
Well, you
missed that.
have to
That's
because
what
we
I did,
have it
miss.
here. You can't throw it away. That power applies to
I
everything
made a
within
mistake.
the brackets. So that when you bring it here as parentheses, you've got to apply that
That's
2
where I
to
got it.
every component of the product. The product is made up of this expression times this expression. 3a to the second, b to the second, raised to the second, times 2a to the second, b to the second, raised to the second. All right. So then you just apply the power to the coefficients and to the variables.
Okay.
Okay. And right here, a to the second is just like what we've been doing. Power of a power. And what do? Multiply. 2 times 2 is 4.
Okay,
B
I
to the
just
second.
redo it on my,
Question? So do you understand how we went from this applying the exponent to each of the components of the product and then applying the power to each one to go to this?
it's
Did you
time to
understand this
change.
right here, Mercedes?
Yes, I'm gonna rewrite this over.
Are you
Yes.
clear how we went from here to here? Mercedes?
Yes, you said 994.
So how did we get
Yes.
the 9?
Says, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
How did we get the 9 right here?
To hear, yes, yes. But at the bottom you say 94. Can you hear me?
Yes. How did
Robert?
we get the 9?
We say at the top you say 9239, sorry, 3 get, yeah, 2
3
to
to the
the
second power.
power
3 to the
is 9.
second gives us the 9, right?
Second power, I mean.
Okay. And then a to the second to the
Yes.
second power gives us a to the 4. B to the second power gave us b to the 4. And then for this other part of the product, we have 2 to the second gives us 4.
Okay.
Then a to the second give us 4. And b to the second, like 2 times 2, and that's 4. So we have the same variables here. A to the 4th, b to the 4th. So we multiply the coefficients.
Yes.
9 times 4, 36. So our final answer is 36, a to the 4th, b to the 4th. That clear, Mercedes? Is it making sense?
Yes.
Mercedes, you hear me?
6.
Is it making sense?
Okay. Yes, Miss Barbara, thank you.
Okay.
Yes, yes. I know why my system going down.
Okay.
Yes, Miss
Now I
Barbara.
just want to do one.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Now I
Can
just
you
want to
hear
do
me, Miss
one.
Barbara?
Yes, Mercedes. Question. Okay. I just want to do one. Yes, I hear you.
Okay.
I just want to do one. Is that background noise?
I can't leave a piece of paper.
I'm hearing
Sorry.
disturbance. Okay. I just want to do one power of a quotient and apply the exponent to every component within the quotient. That's division. So do this one, apply the exponent to the numerator and apply it to the denominator. Tell me what you get as your answer. This is our last question for the day. I want you to do that one. The division is really like the multiplication, except you're applying it to each component of the fraction. It's really a fraction, numerator over denominator. So apply that 3 power to the x to the second and apply that 3 power to 3y to the 5th and tell me what you get. Maureen, did you do that one?
No.
I need you to do it. Tell me the answer.
Okay. X to
Remember,
the
you're going to
power 2.
apply to the, you're going to apply, and let me just write it out here for you. So you're going to apply that exponent to the numerator. So that would be x to the second. Apply the power. And that's the third, right? And let's go to the denominator. 3y to the 5th. And apply the third power. And just, you're going to leave that one in this format once you get the answer. So Maureen, what do you get for the first one?
Yeah.
It's a power to a power. What do? Multiply. So what's that
Multiply,
equal
yeah.
to? Okay, so what that's equal to, Maureen?
9.
Maureen, what's 3 times 2?
Oh, 3 times 2 is 6.
6.
Oh, I
Multiplication,
see.
right? See, that's like power to a power, and we multiply
Oh, oh
the
yeah.
2. Okay, now let's go to 3y to the 5th raised to the 3rd. Now apply that 3 to the 3 and apply it to the 5. So what do you get, Maureen?
3 3s.
3 times 3 times 3. What's that?
Yeah, 27.
27. Okay, so let's just put our 27. And power to a power we multiply. So what's the y exponent? Y to the what, Maureen?
The third.
No, what's 3 times 5, Maureen?
15.
15. Remember, power to a power, you multiply. 5 times 3, 15, and that's your answer. X to the 6 over 27y to the 15. That's your answer.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay? That's it.
Uh,
As you do more of these, you become more comfortable with it. Any questions on anything we've gone over?
no, just send me something to do and you see how we do it.
Oh yes, I have an assignment. Remember the assignment that I give you today, is that due? You remember, is that one required or not?
Yeah.
It's required, right?
Yeah.
It's the one on Thursday that's optional.
I know, yeah.
Okay. Any questions on anything we've gone over? Mercedes?
Mercedes?